Welcome to another episode of Jay Larpo's Garage. And one of the things that I love about this website is the fact that we get to review every single car under the sun. You know, pre-war hot rods, terrible Jay Leno impressions, and wait a minute. Where's the garage? This is a Motel 6 parking lot. Yeah! Where's my denim? Damn it, I told the production people I needed denim for this.
Well, I'll say this is the furthest I've gone for a car show. Currently, I'm in Rhode Island. Because I'm now going to embark on a short-ish 1-hour journey to the lovely city of Newport from the slightly less nice city of Warwick. We're going to go to Audrain Youngtimers. It's been a bit of a bucket list car show of mine for a while. And I bet a lot of you are asking the question, how the heck did a tiny car like this get here? Especially a car known for breaking down on long trips like mine. Well, I'll show you in a second. Just you wait. And if you're also asking, how do I get past all these concrete blocks? Well, I have a tiny car. Those go everywhere. Anyway, on to the more coherent, scripted part of the video. So yeah, I'll tell you how I got here, and then I'll see you at Youngtimers.
For those new here, hopefully there's anyone new here, the YouTube algorithm sucks, you are looking at a 1996 Suzuki Wagon R Turbo K car. My GDM Turbo K car, exactly. Admittedly, I was extra paranoid about breaking down, so I packed a bit excessively, which did slow my car down a little bit. So that's where tip number 1 comes in. Pack lightly. Just basic stuff for a long trip in an old car. Spare tools, but not an entire set like me. A smaller jack if your car didn't come with one. And only a quart each of your spare fluids, just in case. Maybe 1 extra quart of oil too, if your car burns and leaks as much as my toaster does. Most K cars can fit at least 1 suitcase, but if you're in a K sports car like an AutoZam, good luck. Tip number 2. Hills are both your worst enemy and your best friend.
Come on!
12 seconds later.
And this is where tip number 3 comes in, and that is to take it slow. Yeah, I know I probably sound like your boring uncle, but most K cars are only comfortable going 55 to 60 miles an hour. Anything more and you're pushing your luck. One of the reasons I probably broke down in NYC that time was due to me heat soaking my engine from pegging my car at 75 the whole time and trying to keep up with my friends. My final tip is, you may need to stop for gas a little more frequently, but your mileage may literally vary on this one. But that's probably just due to the new tires I put on the car a while ago. K cars, by their nature, are geared for the city, so when you're on the highway, you're going to be screaming at 4,500 to 5,000 RPM the whole time, thus burning a lot more fuel. Also, your car's tank is the size of a Dixie cup. If you have the option to go in a stick shift K, they can handle the rigors of the interstate slightly better than my slushy 3-speed auto can. K cars are highway capable, just not highway proficient. So be warned, it will be a white-knuckle driving experience the whole time. Anyway, here's me finally crossing the border into Rhode Island.
Welcome to Rhode Island, family!
You stupid
Fun fact, but in this state, K cars are illegal. Crud! I'll spare you the horrors of the Motel 6 and go straight to Newport. The trip was fairly uneventful. What I found strange is, unlike other shows I've been to, there were no signs pointing us on where to pull in. I just followed this white car since I could tell a real enthusiast was behind the wheel. Finally got another thing off my bucket list with this car, and that's to get a nice picture of it with an ocean view. But more pressing matters emerged later into the show, when all of these showed up.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's an S660!
Not even 15 minutes after I arrived, a Honda S660 pulls in. This guy has brass balls, since he says he's dealt with newer than legal cars to import. For those that don't know, in America, you can only import a gray market car if it's 25 years old or older. And the S660, as you can tell, is not 25. Let's just hope the ice of automobiles doesn't catch on and put his little baby NSX in a concentration camp. It's so weird seeing it in person, as like I said, the styling is very evocative of the NSX, but its name is an homage to the S2000. yet it's rear mid-engined as opposed to the S2000's front mid-engined, so it's more meant to be a successor to the Beat that was parked next to it. Also Mugen kitted, very nice, with a very nice exhaust node to boot. Take a listen. Okay, on to another white car with a weird engine placement. This is my first time seeing any Skoda product. I think this is a 105 powered by a tiny 4-cylinder engine all the way in the back.
Engine bay for this than I expected. Like, you can get to everything here. You know, carburetor's right there. Look at the head, it's just one long zoop. Just one long zoop. Muffler's right there. That's crazy.
With a frunk that opens sideways. Hey, it's a big cavernous place to store all your camera equipment, as this guy was doing as he was on the media team. And this makes a really nice segue into showing my own little piece of media. They let surprisingly few cars in, I'd guess, maybe 100 tops. Space must be limited, but the field they hosted in could fit a lot more than 100 cars. Then the man of the hour showed up, Jay Leno. Yeah, sorry for the clickbait, guys, and sorry for edging you so long, but this is all I could really get of him. What's funny is I briefly just casually talked with him about this twin Chrysler V8 hot rod thing like we were normal car guys. It was kind of nice. But wow, talk about being a backseat driver. They did interviews with several owners of cars all over the place, and the gentleman in the Skoda even said he was interested in doing an interview with me for the show. But I hate to say it, everyone, I've been mogged. Silly mogged, that is. This Renault Twingo came in out of nowhere. I'm at a loss for words at this thing. Look at it. It's more goober than my little goober ever will be. And it's glorious. And Jay thought so too, interviewing the guy in the Twingo instead of me. No harm, no foul, it's alright. Probably my fault for parking like a tool since I had to play musical cars for a while after I moved up to the spot with the rest of the cars after getting ocean view pics, and the Twangy just so happened to park next to me. Goobers attract other goobers. After much deliberation and basically acting like SpongeBob when he saw that sea cucumber guy,
Hi, Kevin.
I finally got Jay Leno's autograph.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm filming this, yeah. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
So much.
Of course,
Now I'll shake your hand. It's a little awkward doing this one-handed.
Yeah, it was awkward, and while I know I'll never have a car cool enough to be on his show, this is close enough. I'm collecting famous car people's autographs the way Thanos collects Infinity Stones. So if you want to go on that journey, like the video, comment on the video, share the video with your friends, and if you're on mobile, I have no idea if I have that weird hype feature thingy, but I don't know. If it's there, tap on that as well. No, you don't need to subscribe. I don't really care anymore. I'd rather have more subs from Nordellis than I would YouTube subs. Despite the show intended to end at 4, everyone turned and burned after the awards at 2. Some cars and people won more than just one. Crazy stuff. I wish I got pictures of some of them. But Best in Show went to a Celine Fox Body Mustang some guy spent 3 years trying to buy. Real dedication there, so that's kind of nice. Now, would I recommend you come to this show? If you are close by, do it at least once. It's akin to Radwood, but with a lot more old money energy. Closer than the Radwood shows in Pennsylvania, that's for sure. I was low-key expecting it to be an event on the same level as Caffeine and Carburetors, but it wasn't, so it's more like a relatively normal car show. Just with Jay Leno mucking about. You don't have to make it a weekend trip out of it like I did either. With me being an unemployed chud, I admittedly did feel like a bit of a fish out of water here, but that's just my own personal bias and green envy showing, along with,
crippling depression.
Speaking of water, after finally taking my leave and jaunting about Newport and the rest of Rhode Island, I finally answered one last question. Is the Wagon R a good beach car? Well, yes. I've been Dita, thank you for watching, and stay safe.